both very talented. The funny thing about these two guys is, they have completely, even though they're twins, completely different wrestling styles.
And we're underway in Athens, Ohio.
Hagen quick in on a leg, yeah. Out the back, and 2 points for Hagen, quickly away. Yeah, Hagen's twin brother, Kyron, in the stands today. He's redshirting. Alec filling in for national qualifier Noah Forrider. Forrider tweaked his knee this season, so he'll be out until hopefully January is when we can get him back. Alec making quick work, trying to get a bar and get a turn here.
So he looks impressive to start. Tied up at 2. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. Seeing Hagen dominate early.
Yeah, and this is what you want to start off the match. You want a guy to go out there, set the pace. And there, kind of slipped away from that arm bar there. Enriquez gets to escape. 2-1 Hagen now. And Hagen's got to be careful here. Again, he's a true freshman, still learning the ins and outs of college wrestling. Enriquez is a junior, a little bit more experience as he gets in on a leg, but we might get a stalemate call here. Yeah, no action, stalemate call. We're going to go back to neutral. And going back about that foundation for the future, Hagen, he's not the only set of brothers here. We got Mario and Moises Guillen. We talked about Mario was supposed to be that 125 starter today. Probably going to see Coleton Chase out there as Hagen gets in on a leg. Mario's brother, Moises, is redshirting this year in his true freshman year. So, the next few years, it's going to be Guillen, Hagen, 125 through 149 with some Cam Kelly sprinkled in there.
2 points awarded for Hagen. 4-1 to score.
He's got to be careful here, though. Getting a little clawed up as there's reversal, 2 point.
How about Enriquez right now? It's now 4-3, just awarded 2 points.
Yeah, he's got to be careful for that. Alex, one of those guys, he's very athletic. We're going to try some new moves, try something new, but he's got to be careful in those kind of situations.
Well, we saw Hagen dominate early, and now Enriquez down a point. 28 seconds left.
And Hagen has had a great start to his freshman campaign here. Took first place in the freshman-sophomore division at the Virginia Tech Open this year. And App State was at that Virginia Tech Open, so a lot of these guys might be seeing some similar faces in today's matchup.
It's got to be good for the confidence of Hagen. As the first period comes to an end, 4-3 to score. Hagen on top of Enriquez. In the first period. Tight one so far.
So far, Enriquez trying to figure out what he's going to do. He defers to Hagen.
What should Hagen do?
Hagen's going to take down, preferably, I would assume, and he does. Most wrestlers in this instance are going to take down, try to get a quick escape point.
Just trying to get it here. Picked up, slammed down on the mat. Period 2. Hagen on top of Enriquez, 4-3, but Enriquez trying to bounce back.
And Hagen's got to be careful. He used a lot of energy in that first period to get that quick takedown, put himself in a few sticky situations, so that might have gassed him a little bit. So he's got to be careful and make sure he has enough left in the tank to finish out.
And Enriquez hanging on. He's making it super tough for Hagen trying to escape. One minute, 18 seconds left, period 2.
Hagen's got to be careful, too, because Enriquez is eclipsing 10 seconds more, and he'll have a minute worth of riding time. 1 minute of riding time means 1 extra point at the end of the match.
There's 1 minute left.
Hagen just got called for a stalling there. He's got to be careful. He's got to build up a little more. He can't keep his head on the mat like that. He's got to build up.
He's been having trouble escaping this. 40 seconds left in the second period.
Enriquez now with over a minute 35 of riding time as we're going to start that with a stalemate.
See, that's big for Enriquez because he would tie this technically.
Yeah, technically, if the match ended in the second period, Enriquez would be tied. We got a third period to look forward to.
23 seconds left in the second period. Hagen trying to get out of it. Enriquez hanging on.
He was going for a switch or something, but now see Hagen right there. Great movement, but he's got to keep it going. He can't go straight back to his belly and let Enriquez get this armbar in.
Nearing 2 minutes of riding time. 4 seconds left. Enriquez still down after 2 periods, 4-3 to Ohio's Hagen.
4-3.
This is tight, especially to start.
Yeah. And Enriquez is going to take down. Hagen's going to need to burn off 58 seconds of riding time.
Wow.
Just to get rid of that.
How tough is that?
Depends. If you're good, it's good on top, but sometimes you can't get out. If you're asking former Ohio alum Sparticino, he's getting out in 5 seconds.
There's a point for Enriquez on the escape.
Quick escape, only able to get 12 seconds out. And Hagen's got to be careful here. See, Hagen's giving it right back, and there's 2 points as Hagen kind of tries to get some action going.
There's 2 points for Enriquez on the takedown, so it's 6-4. Enriquez on top of Ohio's Hagen.
On the corner,
2 points.
2-point reversal.
We're tied up at 6 with 1:23 left. In the 141 matchup.
Now you hear the fans kind of getting into it at student section.
It's getting pretty rowdy in Southeast Ohio. Third period, 1:22 left. Who's going to take this one?
Now, I think the best thing, too, is Hagen might, to get rid of all that riding time, might be a little difficult. He might need an escape and a takedown or get a turn here as he's trying to get that bar in.
Trying to turn him.
Now he's got to be careful.
1 point awarded to Enriquez on the escape.
He's got to keep that whizzer there. Be careful not to give up a reversal.
1 minute left in the third period.
He's going to try to hold on here and get a stalemate. And be careful not to let him limp arm that arm out. That'll be a takedown, Enriquez.
And Enriquez with 2 more, 9-6 with 45 seconds left in the third period. Enriquez started from behind in this 141 matchup. Battled back, leading by 3, 30 seconds left. And a point awarded to Enriquez.
Yeah, another stalling call. That's going to be Hagen's second stalling call being on the mat like that.
And over 2 minutes of riding time as well.
Yeah, he's got riding time locked up. As the final seconds wind down, it's going to look like he'll take this one 11-6. And that's okay for Hagen. As a guy who's a talented, very talented wrestler coming out of Missouri, winning a state championship, sometimes you need these early season losses to kind of turn things around. And Enriquez, a junior, he knows the kind of pace he has to go at, so that's good to start off his team with a win today. As App State takes a 3-0 team lead over Ohio.
145-pound weight class for Appalachian State Mountaineers, Gavin Londoff.
So Gavin Londoff will now face off with Kade Kowalski. We take a look. Was this the turning point in the match?
It's just, like moves like this where he does these mat returns. That's exactly what you need to do when you're wrestling a guy on top. You wear him out, and then Hagen was running out of gas there.
Saying because Hagen he looked dominant to start.
Yeah, I mean, he has that quick pace, and you got to know at this level how to pace a match.
So how about these two, Kade Kowalski and Gavin Londoff?
Yeah, moving quickly to 149. Little ankle pick there by Kade Kowalski.
How about that coming right out of the gate? 2 points. for Kowalski.
Yeah, Kowalski quickly ahead over Gavin Londoff, sophomore for Appalachian State. Kade is a redshirt sophomore for Ohio. Kade is a local wrestler here, wrestled in high school at Tri-Valley.
So Kowalski
And
with
there
a
he is.
2-0 advantage.
Getting on that leg, trying to get a little Turk here.
2:10 left, first period. App State in front.
And this is exactly what Joel Greenlee wants with this wrestler. You know, Hagen kind of gets a tough loss there, a little close match. Kowalski goes out, quickly firing, getting that ankle pick.
Both teams coming off of losses. App State to North Carolina. Ohio lost to Mac Foe Buffalo. App State taking the first matchup. So they're out in front 3-0.
And you hear the Ohio fans giving the stalling chants. I mean, you kind of see, you know, last match, Hagen was in the same position getting stalling calls like this with his head on the mat.
Kowalski locking up minute 30 of riding time. And counting. Ref intervenes.
Stalemate to start fresh.
Stalemate.
We'll see what Londoff decides to do. He will take down. 1:04 left, first period. Kowalski by 2 on Londoff for Appalachian State.
It would be great for Kowalski to win here. You know, he started the season last year. He was kind of thrown into the 149-pound weight class. Now he's got a good footing of what to expect, and it'd be great to see Kade Kowalski make some strides this season.
Would be big for Ohio to get this one too. Down 3-0 to App State. Kowalski hanging on.
Almost getting a turn there.
20 seconds left in the first period.
This is not how Londoff one starts, you know, kind of learning all that, burning all that energy on the bottom. And Londoff had a relatively great start to his season, placing second at that Virginia Tech Open.
First period comes to an end. Kowalski locking up almost 3 minutes of riding time. 2-0. Kowalski leading.
Exactly. You show how quick that takedown was. He got 2 minutes and 52 seconds of riding time. Got a takedown within 8 seconds. That's what you need.
The 149 matchup.
Kowalski takes down, looking to get a quick escape point here.
See if he can get that as Londoff starts on top.
He's got to be careful here. You don't want to ball up like that right from the start. You got to get up and get out.
There's the
Kowalski
escape.
does.
1 point for Kowalski. 3-0. Ohio's Kowalski leading Appalachian State's Gavin Londoff.
Stop. Can't go into the fingers like that.
1:36, second period.
Motion.
You see those head pulls right there by Kowalski, getting Londoff out of his position. That's what you guys want to see with these lower weights, kind of guys who can make a little more action, move a little more, get a guy out of position and take advantage of that.
.108 left, second period. Trading shots. Londoff down 3-0 to Kowalski.
And each coach will tell you that's exactly what you need to do. You need to take a shot. If you miss, go again. Set it up again. Attack, attack, attack.
45 seconds left in the second period. App State on top of Ohio, 3-0. Kowalski trying to will his team.
You know, Kowalski last year was thrown into the 149-pound weight class after we knew Tywan Claxton wasn't coming back for his 4th season. And Tywan Claxton, a little bit about him, former Ohio alum, just started his Bellator debut, had a flying knee to knock out the guy in the first period, opening seconds. He was now dubbed Tywan Air Claxton.
Wow. Second period comes to a close. We'll begin period 3. Kowalski 3, Londoff nothing. It's great representation for the program.
Exactly. That's what you want to see. You know, guys going on and doing big things. Great first win in his Bellator debut for for Claxton, excuse me, and there's great stuff to hear.
Quick stoppage. I believe the clock malfunctioned.
Yeah, little technical difficulties, and Londoff taking the neutral position to start the third period. Obviously, after Kowalski was able to ride him out the entire first period.
So referee near the scorer's table trying to figure out what the time should be. It's 1:50 left in the third period. I mean, Londoff, he's down 3-0, but still, I mean, things could change pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. And as we take a peek at the fans, you see some of those ugly Christmas sweaters.
Ugly Christmas sweater day. Gotta love those themes.
Yeah, last year this time I think we had a Star Wars theme.
Star Wars theme, I believe, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, heck, you might as well have another one.
Kowalski getting on the leg, you see him kind of Londoff try to spin his way out of it and get 2, but with them both even being on a leg, you see who can finish out on top.
Who's going to get the points? 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the third period. Londoff and Kowalski both on a leg. Ref intervenes.
App State coach can't believe it.
You can see how intense the coaches are.
They get into it. Everyone kind of gets into it because, you know, with wrestling, it's one-on-one, and you want your guy to win.
Londoff down 3-0 to Ohio's Kowalski. 45 seconds left in the third period. And App State leading them the match 3-0.
You hear Coach Greenlee yelling, get your motion going, kind of what he had great to go at the start of the period to get that takedown. Londoff has 20 seconds to turn it around. Riding time obviously locked in for Kowalski. We'll just need to hold on to that leg.
10 seconds left. Kowalski hanging on. 2 points awarded for Londoff. 2 seconds left, though. Near the bleachers. Both athletes crash.
Riding advantage.
Yeah, it won't be enough time, though.
Kowalski got the riding time advantage as well.
Yeah, and the escape point awarded at the end. I'd give it 5-2.
Winner of the match.
Kade Kowalski.
2. Kowalski and the Bobcat.
Scoreboard has 4-2 Kowalski. We'll say 5-0. How about that?
Yeah, I think the ref awarded that 1 point escape at the end before he got taken out of bounds. And here's that quick takedown again from Kade Kowalski. 8 seconds into the match, quick ankle pick, set the pace. He was able to ride him out the entire first period to get that 1 point right.
65 matchup. Ohio's Austin Reese, redshirt junior. Thomas Flitz, redshirt freshman at 165. The redshirt freshman Flitz looking for a big win against Ohio's Austin Reese. So Ohio out in front of App State, and the team scores 6-3.
Austin Reese, good to have him back in the lineup. battling a little bit injuries to start the season. Austin Reese also, his redshirt freshman year was a NCAA qualifier. Did not make it to the dance last year, but is looking to make it there this year as the NCAA tournament is in our home state. Going to be in Cleveland at the Q this March.
Boy, that'll be an electric environment.
Exactly. You know, with those kind of things, you know, Ohio only has a few Division I wrestlers as Austin Reese goes for a throw. Takedown, 2 points.
2 points for Austin Reese to begin with 2 minutes left in the first period.
But yeah, we have Ohio University, Ohio State, Cleveland State, and Kent State as the only programs in Ohio with Division I wrestling. So we'll be seeing a lot of those fans out in Cleveland this March as Reese looks for back points. Trying to build up his signature bar and half.
1 minute, 25 seconds left in the opening period.
Thomas Flitz trying to get out. Reese very strong on top. Flitz also with Cook, one of those guys who got a win in the loss to UNC. He defeated Clay Lout 10-8. But him and Cook, the only two guys able to get wins last week.
1 minute left and a point awarded
What escape!
to Flitz on the escape. "35 seconds.
Reese does have a minute of riding time already built up. He's sitting at 1 minute and 1 second.
Approaching 15 seconds.
Flitz had a 4th place finish at the Virginia Tech Open earlier in the season. Reese did not compete.
That's big for a redshirt freshman.
After the first period.
After the first period, Reese out front 2-1.
Yeah, and especially now, and you get new rules in tournaments in those early seasons. A lot of teams start off with 2, 3, 4 tournaments to start their season. Wrestlers can only wrestle 5 matches in a day now.
Wow.
So like you would see at the Navy Classic, for instance, Alec Hagen, the 141-pounder for Ohio, after 5 matches, he just has to default out, so you can't get locked up in those consolations early on.
Team score, Ohio leading Appalachian State this afternoon, 6-3. Austin Reese trying to build on his team's first lead today. With 1:35 left, second period, and 1:30 of riding time for Ohio's Austin Reese.
Reese trying to sink in that half. Ref looking at potentially dangerous for that shoulder. And talking about new rules, we haven't seen it today, but in a scramble position, you might see the ref yell danger and give a 5 count if a guy's exposing his back to the mat. Once the ref goes through that danger 5 count, he'll award 2-point takedown and then go into back point calls. Little different style that the NCAA has implemented this season. Someone like Cody Walters, former Ohio Bobcat, might not like that, a guy who loves being in those scramble situations. Cody Walters now assistant coaching at Gardner Webb, who the Bobcats will see in February later this season.
30 seconds, second period. 2.5 minutes of riding time for Reese, and he's
still trying to work on that, get that turn. Even though he's not able to get it, taking a lot of energy out of Flitz.
Flitz trying to escape. 8 seconds left in the second period. Flitz escape, he does, and we're tied up at 2.
Red escape.
After 2 periods, 2-2 the score.
And Joel Greenlee will give
Tie 2-2.
Reese his peace of mind for that. You can't give out an escape in the final 10 seconds of a period. As Reese takes bottom. As long as Reese doesn't get rode out this entire period, he virtually has riding time locked up.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 45 seconds, but Flitz in command here, but Reese gets out of it.
Green escape.
Now it's 3-2, Austin Reese leading Flitz.
And that'll seal the deal for Austin Reese riding time.
1:30 left in the 3rd period.
Reese, as a redshirt junior, kind of a leader for this team now. Started every year that he's been eligible for the team. Kind of ushering in this new wave where it was him, Cameron Kelly, who's not yet to wrestle, Shakur Laney, right around the same age group. Shakur Laney, we haven't talked about him. MAC champion last year, NCAA qualifier Shakur Laney. He was a true sophomore last year, redshirting this season for the Bobcats.
35 seconds left in the 3rd period.
And that's kind of something you look forward to is we were talking the Hagen twins, you know, right around that 133, 141 pound weight class. Mario Gee in 125, Moises Gee in 149, Shakur Laney redshirting, he's around that 125 area. So a lot of young guys, a lot of talent, a lot of excitement to look forward to as Austin Reese looks to get out of here. Just get a stalling call in the final 3 seconds. But it won't be enough. And award a point for riding time. Austin Reese takes the match 4-2 as he throws up his arm, flexes to the crowd.
That'll add to Ohio's 6-3 team score lead.
Yeah, it makes it 9-3. Bobcats. As we take another look, Reese getting a little arm drag. Take down.
174 pound weight class.
So now we start the 174. Joe Terry for Ohio and Forrest Pryzbysz for Appalachian State. Pryzbysz a senior. Joe Terry a redshirt freshman.
Joe Terry getting in the lineup. Usually you'd see Arsen Ashugan, the Armenian, right here. Arsen dealing with some back injuries as both wrestlers in on legs kind of kicking each other trying to get that takedown.
I was going to say.
And the ref stops it, potentially dangerous.
I think Terry might have inadvertently clubbed Pryzbysz in the nose with his foot.
Pryzbysz, the lone senior in the starting lineup for App State. Talked to Mark Bentley, head coach for the App State Mountaineers. Said Pryzbysz is really the captain of this team, kind of motivates the guys, is the leader, being the veteran of this young team.
Both teams are very young, and we highlighted that in our pre-match coverage.
You know, honestly, you'll see that with a lot of great teams, a lot of teams. You know, so much young talent coming in and out of these days that you really have to be a top-notch competitor all 4 years of competition.
Both wrestlers hanging on to each other's leg. 1:45 to go. First period.
Stalemate.
Another stalemate. No points awarded to either wrestler.
You know, after 3 straight wins for Ohio, this is where App State would like to turn things around. where Ohio would like to keep their momentum rolling.
After dropping the first individual matchup, Ohio's Alec Hagen fell to Appalachian State's Irvin Enriquez, 11-6. But Ohio's bounced back the last three. Kade Kowalski with the win. Colin Cummings with a dominant 11-6 victory. And Austin Reese going on to a 4-2 victory. So Ohio's 149, 157, and 165 contests.
Earlier in the season at that Virginia Tech Hockey Open, Pryzbysz finished 4th in the 174-pound weight class. JoJo Terry, as his teammates call him, finished 3rd in the freshman-sophomore division at 174.
17 seconds left in the first period. Still no score.
Joe Terry did a lot of wrestling this week with assistant coach Colt Sponseller, getting him prepared for this match. Joe Terry, a young guy, could use a lot of experience like that to get him ready for these matches.
Terry will start down. There's a point for Terry.
Quick escape. He's got to be ready there. You saw Pryzbysz coming in for that takedown. And the clock's not rolling. Another technical issue here as the ref stops the match.
Joel Greenlee walking over to the scorer's table as well. Yeah, the clock again malfunctioning in the second period.
Both coaches will meet to kind of discuss how we want to do this. And both coaches will be adamant. Those kind of technical difficulties will kind of skew a match a little bit.
I was going to say.
You know, riding time's always a factor. You saw in the 165-pound, Austin Reese giving up that escape late in the match. Those final seconds, every second counts in wrestling.
Terry with the 1-point edge. App State's Pryzbysz. Ref again on the whistle.
Again.
Yep. Another issue with the clock. Team score, Ohio with a 9-3 lead on Appalachian State this afternoon after winning the last 3 individual matches. Now we're ready to go. 1:35 on the clock.
Pryzbysz in. Looking for a high C takedown, not able to get it.
Near the scorer's table.
Out of bounds. You see Terry backing up there, out of bounds, as Pryzbysz kind of wrestles him out of bounds, and that'll be a stalling call on Terry. Pryzbysz in on a takedown.
2 points for Pryzbysz. Now he's got a 2-1 lead. 35 seconds left in the second period.
Now you hear everyone yelling their opinion in on what each wrestler should do. Pryzbysz looking for some back points.
He's building riding time. 15 seconds left in the second period. Pryzbysz, his first lead, 2-1.
And with these young wrestlers like Joe Terry, as we end the second period, with Pryzbysz on top, leading the way 2-1. A lot of it, as any athlete in any sport will tell you, is, each day you got to start building your routine as a young athlete. Start, warming up the same way, getting your routine down. Cameron Kelly will tell you his secret's Odyssey Nutrition, a local Athens smoothie place. He gets a smoothie before the night of his matches. It gets him feeling right. As Pryzbysz quickly gets an escape. And that's something Joe Terry and some of these other younger wrestlers on each team might have to look forward to doing is, what do they got to eat right to get feeling great? Because wrestling is also a very healthy diet sport. Each wrestler cutting a lot of weight, maintaining weight every day throughout the season.
1 minute, 20 seconds left in the final period. Nearing the scorer's table.
And the ref says, motion out of bounds says.
Coaches aren't too happy.
The App State coach is saying it's the same thing earlier, looking for a stalling call. Pryzbysz in a leg.
There's 2 points.
Terry tries to flip out of it. JoJo really looking just to make something happen there as he was down 3-1, now down 5-1. Got to be careful not to give up riding time here.
Riding time nearing a minute for Pryzbysz.
He's got to be really careful not to give up back points. Don't want to give up a major decision here.
35 seconds left, third period. It's the 174. Nearing 20 seconds.
Terry also got to be careful not to give up another stalling call in this position as he built his base looking for an escape.
Tried to squeak out, couldn't. 5 seconds left. And that'll do it for the third period.
1 point riding time.
1 point riding time, so it was a 6-1 final for Pryzbysz on Ohio's Joe Terry. And that'll end Ohio's
Appalachian State and Pryzbysz.
Three-match streak. Ohio still up 9-6. Not really seeing any technical falls, pins, all close matches. As you see Joe Terry get the escape there. And Pryzbysz with a takedown sealing the deal for his win. And again, that's what App State's coach, John Mark Penley, young on the season. When you want to lose those matches, it's now. Learn from them, go forward. And we just saw the big guys. Now we're going to the smaller guys at 125. Coleton Chase for Ohio, a redshirt freshman taking on DeAndre Swinson, true freshman for Appalachian State.
Now we're moving up to the 125s. 15-9, App State out in front of Ohio. As we begin the first period.
Coleton Chase, another one of those Ohio wrestlers in that talented younger weight class pool for the Bobcats. Mario Guillen right around there. He's dealing with a little bit of an injury. Shakur Laney, returning MAC champion, redshirting this season. We'll see Cameron Kelly at 133 next. And then we already saw Alec Hagen, but Kyron Hagen, also a 133-pound wrestler. As Chase gets in on a funky situation, I was going to say, pulls up a leg. And you'll definitely see a little bit more rolling around in these lower weight classes than those heavyweights. Chase pull up the leg. Not able to get a takedown as he's out of bounds.
Fast-paced action. Under 2 minutes left.
You see Chase starts off so low right from that neutral position. Swinson, kind of a longer guy, taller, kind of has that hunched over approach. Swinson probably looking to create space and kind of shoot in on a leg. Chase looking to close space and make something happen.
No score. 1:25 to go. First period.
The ref's going to
Stalemate. Stop it there.
A little over a minute left to go in the first period. No score. Chase really needing to get a win here if the Bobcats want to have a chance of winning today.
Yeah, Appalachian State has won the last 4.
A win for Swinson would secure it for App State.
The Bobcats started 4-1 on the day. You're in the scorers table. Oh boy.
Chase going to throw him out, and there's a stalling call on Swinson, and you hear the crowd rejoice. Chase has to do this right now. Push the pace, put Swinson in positions he doesn't want to be in.
The 133 bout is next.
A bout you want to end on if you're the Ohio Bobcats with Cameron Kelly.
Here's the rest of them we highlighted to begin our broadcast today. 20 seconds left, first period.
Looking to get a takedown here for Chase. Swinson doing some good takedown defense, flopping around.
Nearing the take. Nearing
There's
it.
2.
There's 2 points.
No back points, though. Chase has to be careful position he's putting himself in.
First period closes.
Almost getting off the takedown. And you can tell the Convocation Center is into this match. See some of those other wrestlers in the student section yelling on.
They're the rowdiest bout. Rowdiest bunch.
There you go. Second period, 2-0 Chase leads. Chase takes bottom, looking for an escape.
So 2 minutes to begin, period 2. App State with the 15-9 lead. Colton Chase with a decision. Ohio and App State still with the 1:33 to go. Bobcats have a chance.
But it all has to begin right here with a win with Chase.
Swinson right here.
Swinson getting the boot and trying to break down Chase.
All over Chase, climbing him like a tree.
If Chase is able to stand up there, that's what he wants to do and get a stalling call off of Swinson. Got to be careful. Riding time almost becoming a factor here for Swinson as he approaches 50 seconds of riding time.
1 minute to go, second period. Riding time has now hit 1 minute for Swinson.
Colton Chase as a redshirt freshman, another one of those guys who's still learning to compete on the collegiate level. Got to have every tool necessary to put together wins.
Around that left shoulder.
Yes, Swinson pulls him back, and now he's getting back points. Only 1 count. Only getting 1 count. Nothing yet. There's 2. Ref counts off 2 for Swinson. That's 2. Back point, near fall.
Yeah, it's a 2-2 score.
Got to be careful not to give up more here as
Swinson's
final seconds
Yeah.
in the period end.
Second period will close. 2-2 with riding time nearing 2 minutes for Swinson. So this is a tight one for Swinson and Chase.
Yeah, Swinson not knowing what to do here. Takes bottom. I'd almost argue take top again there, as he did such a great job defending Chase. And he quickly gets the escape
Immediately. 3-2, Swinson leading Chase.
Chase really looking to push the pace now, as he's virtually down 4-2
He's got to do
with
it
riding time.
Yep.
3-2 is the score right now.
With the $1:40 left, final period. Trying to keep Ohio in the team score. Down 15-9 at Appalachian State. Chase needs a win.
You see everyone on each sideline, each bench kind of getting up, yelling at their guy because they know how important this match is.
1:10 to go. Under a minute. Swinson locks up the left leg. Chase on his head.
Yeah, not really the position Chase wants to be here. It's hard to score from this position. Swinson looking to switch off to a leg and score some more points.
Under 30
App
seconds.
State.
$15 seconds.
App State wanting two.
Yeah, they
Ohio wanting a stalemate.
No.
Nothing called yet. Final 5 seconds into the match.
3 seconds. That's all she wrote.
And he awards two
Yeah, he awards 2 late.
at the buzzer.
So that's a 5-2 victory for Swinson.
Tack on another point for riding time, 6-2.
So
App State
Yeah.
takes a 18-9 lead, and that'll put it away.
team score wise, but we still got one more match as we look
There you
back
see
to
them
this one.
climbing into the scores table. Chase giving away some back points there. Sealing the deal for Swinson.
So now we have Ohio's Cam Kelly, the 133, with Cody Russell, a redshirt freshman for Appalachian State.
I mean,
18-9.
even though the team score is out of hand now for Ohio, Cam Kelly definitely want to go in right now and put his imprint on the match.
Cam Kelly was the wrestler we highlighted before we started today.
Yeah, Kelly defeating Brian Lantry of Buffalo last weekend as the team lost to Buffalo as he's quickly in on a takedown. Very smooth for Cam Kelly.
2 quick points for Kelly.
Brian Lantry ranked 5, depending on what ranking system you're looking at. I say he's ranked 5 after making it to the round of 12 in the NCAA tournament last year. And Cameron Kelly was able to defeat him for the 5th time in his career as Kelly's getting a tilt action here, not able to get any back points.
Kelly is dominating this early.
Russell took 4th in the freshman-sophomore division of that Virginia Tech Hokie Open. Cameron Kelly this season so far, a couple nice finishes. 2nd at the Navy Classic, 2nd at the Hokie Open.
Kelly with a 2-0 lead on Russell. 1:35 to go, first period.
See another look into the student section on ugly Christmas sweater day in the Convocation Center. Kelly up 2-0, approaching 1:30 riding time. Cody there with a quick escape. You see Cam Kelly right back to work. Takedown.
4-1 the score. Cam Kelly leading Cody Russell. 45 seconds left. First period.
Cameron Kelly didn't make it to the NCAA tournament last year. You know, he had a little concussion midway through the season. It's hard as a wrestler. That kind of throws off. Mentioned how Cam Kelly has his routines that he goes through as he gets a tilt, gets some near fall calls. When you get a concussion, it kind of just messes up your routine throughout the season. Not able to finish the season strong. But he looks to turn all of that around this season in his true junior year.
He got 4 points on the near fall. 8-1. Kelly leading Russell.
And he's going for another near fall.
How about this?
I mean, this is exactly what Coach Joel Greenlee wants to see out of his 133-pounder. 14th ranked Cameron Kelly.
Another near fall. It's 12-1.
12-1 Bobcats.
And Cam also has 2 minutes and 30 seconds of riding time. Cameron Kelly coming with obviously a bunch of accolades from his high school career. Ironman champion. Looking to build on some collegiate accolades.
Kelly trying to escape.
Looking for some. You know, the MAC, though, as he looks up further onto this season, has some tough guys in his division.
Escape point for Kelly, 13-1.
Him and Anthony Tutelo have always gone back and forth. Anthony Tutelo, 133-pounder out of Kent State. They go back and forth all the way to their high school days, as I was talking about. As Cameron gives up a 2-point takedown.
So Russell adds 2 to his score. It's 13-3.
John Erneste out of Missouri, a very tough 133-pounder. He always had a face-off against Josh Alber of Northern Iowa. Alber moves up to 141 now, though. Alec Hagen, or if Noah Fullrider returns to his spot, might see some of that further on to the season at Northern Iowa than Joel Greenlee's alma mater. And, of course, Brian Lantry, but, you know, Cameron Kelly, you know, in the 5 times he's seen Lantry in his college days, it took him 5 wins.
Also keeping that foot in bounds. Now he steps out. "30 seconds left in our final matchup today. It's the 133.
Minute 17 riding time for Cameron Kelly. That's riding down here as he looks for an escape. Got to be careful not to give up anything crazy. And there, the ref sees another locking hands. Cameron gets the escape. That's 1 point escape. 1 point for the locking hands. It is now 15-3. Cameron Kelly still has riding time as the final seconds of the second period are winding down. And he gets a takedown. If you followed me for all of that.
It's just racking up the points. Scoreboard has a 17-3 score heading into the third period.
17-3 Bobcats.
We're going to go neutral. Cameron gets one more takedown here. That'll set off the technical fall.
Two points in the takedown for Russell. 17-5. Got to hand it to Russell. He's hanging in there.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly what you want to see. If you're the App State coaches, seeing, you know, your wrestler going against the number 14 kid in the nation, still giving it your all. You hear Joel Greenlee say, put your foot on the gas pedal. As you see, Cameron might be taking it a little easier in this, but he's got to be alert at all times. Russell's giving it back to him.
1 point for Kelly, 18-5 to score.
And he gets a takedown, looking for a fall now.
Almost had him.
Not able to get it. Too near fall, and that'll set off the technical fall.
20 points for Cam Kelly against Cody Russell.
An emphatic win at the end. But Appalachian State still takes this one. 18-14.
Wow.
Joel Greenlee maybe going to look at some of those matches, like looking to get them back